In 1997, Sega released The House of the Dead. It is a game played predominantly in video game arcades. The player is required to aim a large gun-shaped object towards a screen, where they can shoot zombies to progress through a haunted mansion. The story focuses on Thomas Rogan and G, two agents sent to stop mad scientist Dr. Roy Curian. The game has some inspired moments, and managed to be marginally successful. The dialogue isn't very good, but there isn't a lot of it anyway. The most notable element of the game is the gore, especially zombies that have their heads blown clean off, complete with eyeballs flying out after the glorious headshot. The limbs, top layers of muscle, can all be torn off by gunshots, definitely making House of the Dead one of the more violent rail shooter games available at the time. This was obviously one of the many factors that led to its success, besides of course its cooperative gameplay. For those unlucky enough to be swept up in the Sega Saturn craze, a home port of House of the Dead was released for the system. PC users could also find the game released for their home computer under the Sega PC label, and with a few tweaks this version still runs even on Windows 7. Like I said, the story of House of the Dead isn't great. What matters with this game is the scope of the environments, the great music, and the exciting feeling that you are actually navigating through this mansion. There are multiple paths depending on mistakes you make and player choices that open up plenty of replay opportunities, and the PC version contains some extra modes and unlockables. Overall, House of the Dead is a steal on PC. You'll find it in charity shops or even in your discount range at your local video game retailer. It is worth picking up so long as you're willing to spend a little bit of time required figuring out how to get the monster to run. It isn't particularly hard, especially with a mouse. The game supports multiplayer on the same computer, with player 2 using the keyboard. This is as awkward as it sounds, which is unfortunate. If you have a Sega Saturn and an old-fashioned CRT television, I would recommend looking at the console version. However, this version can be stupid expensive. This way, you can also be guaranteed the music will work, unlike on PC where it chooses if and when. House of the Dead paved the way for its multiple sequels, and I thoroughly recommend playing through it at least once. Have fun. A solid 6 out of 10. Until next time, if we live that long.